John, it's nice and sunny this morning. The weather's been a bit tricky lately though, and you're training at the Banks Stadium today, not the Essendon training ground. So it's been an interesting preparation for you for Northampton this weekend.
Yeah, as we've had to adapt. We can't fight against Mother Nature, can we? So we've managed to stay outdoors though. We trained at the training ground yesterday on the small Astro and did quite a bit of gym work. And then today we're down on our full-size Astro, just doing some shape work and some speed work ready for the weekend. And then tomorrow we'll see what it brings us. But we've had to be flexible this week, but it hasn't affected our preparation for the Northampton game.
Not any of the lads complaining it's too cold or too slippy or anything like that?
I think you just keep moving, don't you? I think if you stand still you might get cold, but we haven't really stood still much this week. We've just been running around working hard, so it's okay.
Brilliant stuff. You've got to work hard this weekend. Northampton, perhaps you're expecting a comeback from them. You just mentioned to the press there, you know, they've had a disappointing result last weekend, but they have still got some very talented players there, Northampton. How do you sort of prepare yourselves for potentially what Jimmy Floyd Hasselbaink might want from his side this week? I know that Jimmy will be hurting, and I know the players will be. Their mind can be a bit fragile at times, but I'm sure he's worked really hard. He'd have put it to bed probably Monday, and he's probably been very proactive, because I know Jimmy from the LMA course that we're on as well, and he's an experienced manager. He's been in these positions before. He knows how to react, and he'll just really try and impose his personality onto the players, and hopefully he'll get a reaction. He's got O'Toole coming back into the frame, who's a big player in this league, and Grimes is a player. He's got energy up front with Richard and Long. He's got an abundance of players, really, some real strong players. If they click, then they can be a match for anybody in this league. He hasn't quite found the right ingredients yet. I'm sure he's going to try and probably make a few changes in January. He needs to pick up some points before then, so I'm expecting one of our toughest games. We've got to bring our A game if we're going to come away from there with anything. So you know Jimmy well from your LMA course, and you know he likes his sides to be well drilled, well disciplined, not dissimilar to yourself. You feel, especially with the momentum we've got at the moment, with the 3 wins behind us, the momentum's with us at the moment.
Yeah, it is, and he's quite similar to me, Jimmy. He puts a lot on the fitness of his teams. He likes to be really difficult and work hard often in and out of possession. So we'll be expecting tough. We've got to go there and really make sure we apply ourselves, especially the early stages of the game, and match their adrenaline the first 10-15 minutes, the home team. If we can do that, then we're a threat for anybody, and we've proven that, and we're quite confident. There's a smile on our faces, but there's also a bit of a steely determination that we want to continue this run and try and keep pushing up the league.
Tyler Roberts, Liam Roberts and Joe Edwards, how are they looking potentially ahead of this weekend? Yeah,
Tyler's back doing some gym work. It's only a slight one, but too much of a risk at the weekend. Liam Roberts, same again, too risky for him. Probably you're looking at next weekend or the weekend after. And Joe's back with us. Joe's trained all week, so they're the only 2 that'll be missing from the squad, and it'll be difficult because even some of the lads on the bench now will have to miss out. So we'll see how they react today and how we've got that other day to try and get myself in my mindset.
It's an interesting time for Joe to come back in, isn't it? In his absence, not through no fault of Joe's, but in his absence, the side have won 3 on the bounce in the league. You look at Flo Cavalier, he's come back in and played excellently the weekend. Adam Chambers is Adam Chambers, we know what he's capable of. And then you've got Reece Flanagan, who's been starting games occasionally, coming off the bench. That central midfield is a really difficult one to break into at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's come from an area where we probably needed another one to. Actually, we've got quite a good array of talent in there now. And Joe's not daft. Joe understands that players are taking opportunities and come in, and he may have to be a little bit patient, but he's an important player for us, Joe, and he's not just when he's on the pitch, but he's vice captain for a reason. The messages and his discipline is why he's vice captain, so I'm sure he'll still be a really big voice around the squad, and we'll see whether we put him around the squad at the weekend.